morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever and whenever you find yourself. Fudge Dice Roll here, back in the valley of the old farm on Farming Simulator 22. It is October 1st, which means it is harvest season for our soybean arenos. So let's make our way over to the field. Excuse me. Sorry, I just got done having lunch. And it was good lunch too. It was some very tasty chicken tenders. All right, yeah, look at this. We have a beautiful sprawling field that needs to be harvested. Now, I did take a moment to think last night about what I was gonna do with the field, because I only have a planter. I don't have a seeder. I can't plant wheat in the field. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the equipment. Now, I do have the money. I want to spend it. I worked hard for that money. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead, get the old combine out. I would love to be able to spend that money on a bigger combine. Really where I'd love to put it. You know what I'm saying? A bigger combine would be real nice. Alright. Because while this little guy does the job, right? Okay, he does the job. Small. He got a really small grain storage tank in him. This could be a lot of soybeans. So, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it figured out, right? We always do. Bring this out here and get the field taken care of. Now I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you're watching this content, I'm sure that you are somewhat interested in farming sim. But they announced the latest season 2 DLC that's coming out. It was called like Grass and Hay, or Hay and Fields, or something to that effect. I was reading about it yesterday. And it's really interesting because they're adding like 17 new tools. I think it's called Hay and Forage. But they're adding like 17 new tools, including like angle assist tractors and all this this harvesting equipment and stuff for grassland. So I think that's gonna be really cool, especially on maps like this where they're quite hilly. So we're a hilly little map, aren't you? Yes, you are. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get ourselves unfolded. And I think what we'll do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this first pass myself. Nah, you know what? I think I'm going to try to... I'll go ahead and set it up for course play. That way I can kind of play chaser truck when I need... No, you know what? No. I have been relying on that too much lately. We are going to do some harvesting. This is like my favorite part, so we're going to do it. Me. I'm going to get the soybeans. Oh boy, here we are, munching up all the soybeans. Oh, you know what I should do is I should go ahead and turn on yes, there we go. I believe it's you. Thank you. Going forward. Oops, what did I press? I don't know. I'm not very bright at times. Okay, that should be good. That should actually set me up for that. And now I believe we can come in here. Auto width should be fine. Headlight modes. And let's just make sure our lines are correct. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hide those though. So what we just did is we just turned on our GPS like steering, right? So that is an actual real life bit of kit that a lot of farmers are running on their farms, where they have GPS coordinates of the field set up, and it allows them to, you know, be able to more effortlessly kind of just making sure that, one, they're staying kind of in their row, and so they're not going to have any sort of like, you know, bald spots or anything, some missed patches in the field. So, oh man, my allergies, just everything is beating me up today. It's like, hey, allergies are here. Hey, you're full from lunch and you feel sleepy. So I'm trying not to be too loud or sniffly or anything on the recording for you guys, because I have been tweaking a lot with my settings while I do the video editing, and I kind of do a little bit of mixing and remastering to bring the audio quality out nice and clean. And I have noticed that it picks up everything. Like, there was even a couple of episodes where it was picking up my key clicks. And so that's something that I've been a little more cognizant about, is microphone placement. So that it's not picking up every little single sound, the sound of me constantly breathing. So yeah, that's something I have been working on. You know, like I said, I'm always constantly striving to make little improvements to the stream for you guys. I don't know why I always call it a stream. I can't get that streaming thing out. I'm constantly trying to improve video quality. Just say that. Good golly. Can you tell? Can you tell it's been a day already? Ugh. But yeah, I hope everybody is doing great. I hope you guys are really enjoying the content. I have been working on the modifications to the Midwest Horizons map that I wanted to make, because if you remember, like for a couple of episodes now, I've been talking about how I've been wanting to play a much bigger 4X map, and so I actually started working on that probably about 2 or 3 days ago. It's been a lot of me sitting down and looking over the documentation from Giants about using the Giants editor, and me just kind of trying to figure out how it all works. So, I mean, I do have a little bit of a programming background, so not that I'm doing anything crazy with like any scripting or anything. I see that it does support using Lua, which is a scripting language, and I'm mildly familiar with it, but for the most part, it's just figuring out how to do all, like, you know, the placement stuff and setting up fields and handling things like that. It's just all the kind of behind-the-scenes things, and I don't know how much of that is me actually editing the XML files myself, where all the data is stored, but I mean, that is too easy to do. So it's a work in progress. It's probably going to be a while before I can kind of get it tuned to where I want, because there are a few little things on the map that I would like to change. I would like to make edits to. But yeah, so look at this. We are getting our first clear around the field, our first headland pass, and we're probably going to need to do 2 of these. And then I will just, I'll set this bad mamma jamma into the GPS and let it just kind of lead us in nice, beautiful, clean lines up and down the field, you know. Right. I am going to need to empty this out, though, which means I need to go grab that Massey tractor over there, and I need to go grab the Massey tractor, and I need to go get my little trailer tipper wagon so I can start filling it up with soybeans. I'm really hoping that we get a good harvest out of this field. I will be very happy if we do. I don't see why we wouldn't. I mean, we've done one pass right now, the headlands, and we're already looking at, you know, like 5,600, you know, liters of soybeans. Not too bad. Not too bad in my opinion. All right. And go ahead, back you up. Set the pipe out, and let's go grab our tractor. And conveniently enough, the tipper trailer is just right over there, so we don't even have super far to go for that, which is nice. Nice. Oh, is this? Oh. Maybe I gotta turn it on first. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, little tipper trailer. Oh, man, by the beginning of the year, the cows should be giving birth to some baby calves, which will be nice. Be nice to have some more bodies in the cow pasture, for sure. Just producing more slurry, more manure, more milkies. You can see I still have the course play data pulled up for this field. It's like, hey, I can do what you want. No. Oh, yeah, fill her up, bud. I think I can get like 2.5 fills of this cart before I have to dump. I think that sounds about right. Yeah, it's 3,000 was 20%, so. Yeah, 30%, yeah. So we could fill this thing up about 3 times before we have to run her back. That's ain't too bad, actually. That's actually pretty good. For it not being the most massive of tippers. Pretty good. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go into little old, like, montage mode, you know what I'm saying? But I am going to have to leave up my HUD because I want to make sure that well, actually, no, I can still drop the HUD. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and toggle off the HUD. Do a little bit of harvesting here. And, yeah, I'll see you on the other side. right, and that is the field completed there. We we did pretty good time. We got started on it a little bit after 8 o'clock, and yeah, not too bad. Uh, now to tally how much total soybeans we have, because I am unsure. I did only fill the cart up like these 2 times, so I'm not sure how much soybeanage we're going to be dealing with here. We're going to go ahead and get our cloths up this way, though, and go ahead and get it ready to take over to the wash rack and blow some of this dirt off of it, because it got a little... Oh, oops, I didn't mean to turn. Got a little dirty. Yeah, so... I don't know. I keep thinking about what I want to do with this field, and where I'm at right now with it is let it sit fallow over the winter, and then come back and plant soybeans again. Then I'm like, okay, well, now we're not making any money on this field, but the cheapest seeder that we can get is 100K. Oh, so then there goes a ton of our money. Just, bye-bye. If I get that. So, but if I have it... Okay, oops, went a little too far back, eh? My inner Canadian's coming out. Oh, a little too far back, eh? Alright, so, let's get this down to the wash rack. We'll get that dumped into the grain silo, and then we will get our final tally on soybeans for the year. Okay, so we are looking at 32 cubic meters of soybeans. One of those going to hit top price June. Okay, so we're actually, this isn't a huge, only like a little over 40K. Not even 40K. Yeah. Oof. All right, I thought that was going to be a lot more money. Ooh, January, my oats will sell. Okay, so that's not going to be as huge of a payout as I initially thought it was going to be. I thought the soybeans were going to be a big boy payout for us, but that's just kind of like a moderate payout. So I'm thinking we are going to have to spend that money. I'm thinking we're going to have to spend that money and go grab the planter. Now here's what sucks, right? Is that there's a slightly larger planter that we could get, but we would have no money. We'd have 0. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about here. So we got our seeder. I have a planter. I need a seeder. A seeder is what I'm looking for. So it'd be like this Terrasem C6F right here. Would be perfect because it requires it's direct seeding, so we don't have to plow because we don't have a plow. So this will be 109. It's a 6-meter spread. This Vaderstad here, this is an 8-meter, and this would be perfect. But it's 159, which is much more money than we have. I don't think any of these other ones here are attic seed crops. I don't know if it's a really small working with though. Yeah. So, and the Kuhn, this just gives us a larger tank for storing seed in. So, I guess we don't really have much of a choice, do we? So, looks like we'll be having to pick one of these up. Let's see if there's anything in the sales section. No, of course not. Well, we're in October 1. What I could potentially do would be to sleep until October 2 and see if in October 2 there is there's maybe one on sale, right? Like, it's a stretch. It's a huge, huge stretch, I know. But crazier things have happened to me. I have had some pretty awesome RNG moments, like starting up a fresh save only for there to be a John Deere 760, S760, sitting in the sales little depot for me. So, you know, I'll roll the dice on it. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to pull you over here to the side of this. How about a little grain cart? There you are. I guess the other thing we can do is we can go mulch that field. I can come down this way, grab my mulcher, which I believe is sitting over here. Question mark? Yeah, there it is. There's the mulcher. We'll grab the mulcher. We'll head out to the field. We'll start mulching that, because if we do get the Terracim, the Pottinger, we'll have to go get it with the big John Deere tractor, because this does not have the oomph to pull it. The John Deere does, though. The John Deere is kind of our planting tractor. This is kind of our just generally everything else on the farm tractor. Alright, let's go get you set up over here to kind of mulch the field, and I guess we'll just kind of figure out what we're going to do, right? I am going to use course play for this, though, because this is, you know, just kind of a meh task. So, a meh task. Jump in here. This. Good job. Node work. Been working with 5.5. Is there 5.5 on this implement? Hold on, let me check. I could be wrong. It is our mulcher. It is 5.6. That's fine. It's not a huge difference. Open. Yep. Generate work course. There we go. It's a little bit different because there is started. Get most of this field mulched out. I don't know if this is actually doing anything or not. It should be. It should be doing something. Anyway, let's take a look and see. Is there any contracts we could take on? Is there anybody hiring for anything good? Just a lot of baling. Always baling contracts. Never anything else. Animals, we're doing good. We got 10 cows. We got 20 sheeps. Ooh, we need to go grab some hay to throw in here, don't we? Got plenty of hay in the sheep pen. And the chickens could use some more grain as well. Okay, so we'll have to pick up a few things at the store. Alright. Well, I think this might be, I guess, like, maybe a good place to end it? I don't know. We're gonna be out here getting this all, mulched up for a minute. So let me actually go ahead and hop out the whip. It says weeds needs rolling. Weeds are growing. I don't know. Nitrogen psyllium is still good in a lot of the areas. And we're just gonna let him do his thing. You know what? Ooh. I think what I'm gonna do is I think what we'll do is we'll sleep. We'll sleep, and then if it's there, it's there. If it's not, we spend full price. I know. I hate spending full price. It's like, please give me my equipment on sale. Farming isn't cheap. Look at this. Look at this poor combine. All the paint's chipped off. Multiple areas. All right. Huh. Okay, cool. Let's see. Uh, nope. Ooh, I mean, this is pretty nice, though. This is a big old slurry tanker. Nothing we can really do with this, but... well, you know, you'd hoped, right? Really? That little box does everything? Huh, okay. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and buy the planter or the seeder, the drill seeder, and just have it ready to go pick up. So goodbye, money. Parasem, hello. Go ahead and buy you. Ugh. All right, get that. Couple of big bags of seeds. Get 3. And a bag of feed for the chickens. All right. Oh, there goes all of our cashola. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for being here, watching. I do appreciate you. Oh, wow, that is a trippy looking chicken. I will catch you guys in the next episode. Take care of yourselves. I love your faces.